If you're exhausted and constantly pushing and pushing and pushing, proving, pitching, doing all the things, it's time for a radical reset. I'm Alicia Soikawa. I'm the Empowered Woman, and I'm here to talk to you about chasing. The problem with chasing, especially as a woman, you shouldn't be chasing. The solution is when you chase, you repel, but what you embody, okay, what you embody, meaning like in your soul, who you are, you magnetize. So that's the whole concept of the antidote to chasing. You need to stop chasing, then instead attracting what you want in life. And there is this feminine formula of abundance, and the antidote is that. So if you're finding in that place of constant, the adrenal glands going, and cortisol is because you are in that chasing, hunting mode. And it's important to know that you have to flip the script, basically, of the hustle and the control culture and release and allow. And I know it sounds crazy, especially as a woman that is a chaser myself, that you have to learn. And I have to tell myself, I actually have to go, self, that's chasing. We don't do that today. And it's like a reminder to do that for yourself too. And the biggest thing is to understand, why does chasing push away what you want? It actually pushes the energy away. It's the concept of law of attraction and in psychology. It's the concept of polarity as well. Like if you're acting as a masculine energy or a masculine nature of pushing, striving, going, like forcing like a masculine energy, and your counterpart, another masculine energy, if it's a masculine energy coming at you, you're gonna butt heads, you're gonna repel each other. And instead it's allowing and receiving and letting the masculine energy come to you, attracting it. Kind of like how flowers bloom and the flower just sits beautifully, and then the bee comes and gets the honey and leaves. So you have to be the flower and attract the bee to get the honey and leave. And nature even shows it. So that's a big thing to understand, is that you have to understand why when you chase things, you're not actually attracting it, you're repelling it. And just of what you want, just like if you want, it's like every time you think about something and I want this and I want that, and you're yearning for something, that's chasing. You're not going to get it. You already have it. You already have to act as you deserve all of the things that are wonderful. You have to have the standards and say, I'm going to be this person, and the right person's going to show up because I'm this person. And it's like the whole concept of the pick me girl. Like there's a joke about that I saw on TikTok about, are you like over eager? If you're too over eager, then it makes you look desperate. And that desperation actually repels people. So that's what I mean about chasing. There is a concept too, when you think about the solution to chasing, the masculine overdrive versus the feminine magnetism in life and business. And I brought that up again because it's all fundamental when you're thinking about energy and things chasing. You have to think about it this way. Like men are meant to be hunters in this world. It is just biology of they're supposed to go get, hunt, drive. It's that masculine. They are freedom. Even like male dogs will go off and wander. It's just the male way. They want to be free. They want to go out in the world and discover. And they're the ones that don't have their frontal lobes developed because they're willing to risk and do the things. Women are protectors. Their feminine magnetism is meant to nurture, care, and to receive and to be taken care of in a way. And so if you allow that to happen in your life and invite it, more of it will happen. And that's why we're so tired, women, because we're always doing all the jobs for our men. And then we're wondering, why are we not achieving the things we want? Why are we not being taken care of the way we want? And that's just me, personal, right? And how to shift. You have to think about this. There is something about detachment, trust, and embodiment rituals that will help you stop chasing. And it's literally a shift, because you have to tell yourself, if you're used to going and chasing and getting all the things, pushing and forcing your way into things, instead of doing that, just detach. Let it go. It's not my problem. Stop over helping. That would be another thing that we do as women. Stop. You don't have to show up. You don't have to be all the things to everyone all the time. And just trust that you can pick and choose the things that mean to you or are purposeful for you, and embody what it is that you want for yourself. Just being still and allowing and noticing. Like today, I just said to my daughter, hey, she didn't have to work tonight. And I could tell there was a little prickly teenage stuff going on. I thought, let me see if she wants to have dinner. Like I'm not chasing her. Her birthday's coming up. And I just thought, I haven't spent time with her alone. And she jumped at the idea, and that made me really excited, instead of calming down on her and trying to control, like, why did she have an attitude earlier? So I think that's an important understanding of allowing and trusting, and coming from that place of peace will actually attract more stuff to you. A self-worth reset. That's another amazing solution to chasing. The big problem of chasing is what I say, and it's from proving to knowing, right? Self-worth reset would be if you're always trying to prove yourself. Again, it goes back to the pick me girl. If I do this, am I worthy enough? If I do this, can I come with you guys? Will you date me if I am this pretty? If I lose weight, will you accept me in your group? I'm just giving little situations that I've been in, and it made me feel that I was worthy enough. And I know that I really struggled with it growing up because I grew up in an immigrant home, that I wasn't like anybody else, and I really struggled to fit in and belong. And I kept thinking if I behaved a certain way, if I had all the things, if I had the right shoes and the clothes, that the girls would accept me in their group. Well, that didn't happen, unfortunately. And that's fine because it wasn't meant to be. But it was a good lesson in life that you cannot chase those things to happen in life. And you have to know that you're worth because you exist. And we talked about in the last video, part of understanding self-worth is self-love and knowing that you have to give yourself time to care for yourself. What are you putting yourself around? Are you around the people that love you and care for you? Or are you exposing yourself around people that are not good for you? Sometimes we tend to hang out with people that treat us like crap, and I don't really know why. And then the person that's amazing around the corner, you may discard as like, you don't want to be friends with them. And I'm always like, why are you doing that? Be around the people that give you joy, be around the people that make you better, be around the people that challenge you in a good way, not make you feel small and torn down. And if those people are your family, you maybe need to limit exposure to your family that make you feel less than. It's tough because they're your family, and I get it. And the biggest thing is when you're looking at all these pieces, you have to understand that attraction comes from who you are, the core, not who you think you're supposed to be. That's the only thing I can say out loud, is that if you're trying to wear a mask of being this person that's not really who you are, and it's a kind of a hard concept because we talk about being that person, being the identity who you want to be and already act as if. That is different than wearing a pretend mask. Acting as if is doing all of the things to be that person. If I am someone that wants to be a leader, then I'm showing up as a leader everywhere I'm going. I'm reading about leadership. I am acting as a leader. I'm worrying about my team before myself and making sure everyone's set up and taking care of myself and being that example and showing up as a leader. This is an example, like when I first started coaching, I was really in my mind about that. And I just thought, oh my gosh, I don't think anybody's going to take me seriously as a coach. How am I going to help them? And what I realized is that in that place of me coaching and taking that identity on and acting as a coach, it helped me be better as a student myself, because I became the example. I wasn't going to let myself off the hook. I wasn't going to not do the things because I'm asking my clients to do the things. So it makes your accountability that much more. So I found coaching other people to be that much more instrumental in my own success, which I did not expect that to be the result, right? So if you think about it, attraction starts with who you believe you are. So if you don't believe that you're good enough to be in the group, if you don't believe if you don't do all these things and then you get to be in the group, which is chasing, then you're never going to get it. You're always going to be like chasing that mirage in the desert. If you have to think about how do I convince someone to love me and accept me, that in itself is the core issue. You have to be a person that attracts people to you. You have to just be. And when you understand that concept and know that who is for you will always show up, they will come to your parties, they will show up for you, they will come to your invites. The ones that are not supposed to be in your circle, they won't. And it's okay. And I think that's the biggest piece, is being okay with that and knowing all in the right time that the right people will show up for you. And not everyone's for everyone. And that's a good thing. And I used to really bother me if someone didn't like me. It used to really bother me if I didn't get the approval of someone or if someone didn't clap for me. And now I feel almost relieved because not everyone is supposed to like you. Not everyone is supposed to resonate with you. And it's okay, because there are people I don't like either. For some reason, there's something about them that bugs me. And there's a funny saying about, there's something about that person I don't like about myself. Chase Hughes talks about that. Say it again. There's something about that person I don't like myself. If you're seeing something that annoys you about someone, it likely is because you carry some of those same characteristics that you don't want to admit. That's a big bomb drop for you, and that is why you don't like them. And it's kind of like a big deal when you think about it that way. So I would love for you to type magnetic if you're ready to stop chasing and start receiving, and understanding how this whole world can be exactly what you want it to be if you allow yourself to attract it. I'm Alicia Soy Cowett. Stay empowered till next time, and I'll talk to you soon.